aka Double Dizzle. I am back here with a Madden 20. I had actually left for a couple hours. That's why I'm still at first quarter, 10 minutes and a second left. I'm checking my friends list for a minute. But, okay, I'm back. So...
Trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Ready? So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Yeah, losing.
Delay of game, offense.
2nd and 16.
So that'll back him up 5.
Ready? You ready? Watch my board. I got it. Check. Fresno. Ready, set.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
That's complete to Meredith. Oh, now he bowls him over. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing.
It's coming, and down he goes. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes Grant on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go. The football led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Back near the goal line, Cousins steps away to his left. David Onyemata, his 2nd sack of the night. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? There's 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Breeze going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. On first down, Breeze gets it to Meredith, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze a quick throw out to Thomas. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot.
Come on, I have no time.
They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Cousins the thrower.
I have no time. 2 guys literally on Cameron Jordan. I can't get a block.
Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
This is freaking dumb.
We play to win.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start.
No way.
With the 15.
No way.
Rashard Matthews, 66 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this off. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. On 2nd down now. It's Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And And this is going to wind up incomplete.
I had it.
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Brissett sets to throw it. This is screen to Abdullah. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. Forced out to his left. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll get it out quickly to Kirkwood. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett flushed out right. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Derrick Henry. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And his play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, yeah.
On 3rd down, Brissett. It's complete to Grant. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jakeem Grant, 38 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Sure.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he hits his man, Matthews. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. And tough sledding.
Come on.
He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got to stop him.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. On first down, Murray. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle there by Stephen Weatherly. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Bridgewater. Gets this one to Hill. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch it.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood. This offense hoping to put together a drive that will end at least 3 points to get them the lead here going into the lockers.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
A first down throw for Brissett. And here he's got Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action with Brissett.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Brissett now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. On first and 10, Brissett. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. From the 21, it's second and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll make it third down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. Bridgewater now. The open man is Smith. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Caught by Allen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Rashard Matthews ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Buying time to his left. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing, Brissett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who...
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for Buck Allen. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Javorius Allen, 55 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And that one results in 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry, 30 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Bridgewater again. They complete it to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
23 yards the pickup there.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first down, it's Allen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's Hill, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brissett. He finds Taylor, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is screen to Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now Brissett on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Might say